For my birthday, my parents got me a cardboard cutout of Keanu Reeves because they know I like his work, I'm a huge fan of him, and they also think that I'm his small doppelganger. My girlfriend thinks the same thing. In fact, everyone in my life and on the internet thinks that I look like Keanu Reeves, but personally, I don't see it. I think I look more like Zayn Malik of One Direction, mixed with a little bit of Brad Pitt with a hint of The Rock thrown in there. I don't see the connection between my appearance and Keanu Reeves, but even still, I take it as a compliment. But anyway, I have this cardboard cutout, and the dogs, my dogs Kata and Tetra, freaked the fuck out. They were terrified of Keanu Reeves. Kata even pissed immediately out of fear. Keanu Reeves just had this looming presence like in Hunter x Hunter, a malicious aura emanating from him that only my dogs could pick up on, and they hated it. They hated Keanu Reeves. Check this shit out. This is after first contact with Mr. Reeves. Post-piss, they're still very scared of him, still growling, barking at him. They're hiding under the desk as if it's an earthquake and they're taking precautions. It's just an unbelievable amount of fear towards Mr. Reeves. I'm gonna try and get him out of here without them freaking out. Oh god. I didn't feel Keanu deserved this kind of disrespect, so I wanted to try and get the dogs to warm up to him, show him that there's nothing to fear and that he's a good guy. My plan was to have him guard the door kind of like a bouncer, like a lacrosse frat bro. The idea being if they wanted to leave the room, they'd have to go by Keanu and they'd recognize that he's not real, he's made out of cardboard, he can't hurt you. Just like in Scooby-Doo, it's fake. My plan didn't work, they stayed in my room for 30 minutes, they wanted absolutely nothing to do with Keanu Reeves. So I thought, okay, maybe this was a little too aggressive, a little too forward. What if Keanu Reeves was there to make them feel safe, like a safety blanket or something like that? So when they went to the bathroom, I thought I could sneak Keanu Reeves in front of the door so they'd see him and be like, oh, he's watching over us, making sure when we take a pee-pee in a big old shit, Keanu Reeves is there to protect us just in case, a wild hyena jumps the fence or something. The idea being Keanu Reeves is there looking over them, an omniscient presence, a Holy Spirit guiding them as they do their business outside. So I put him in the door here. Unsurprisingly, this plan didn't work and I even scared myself. It's really weird just having a Keanu Reeves, or any cutout for that matter, kind of peeking through a window. It really adds a level of creepiness to it. And I should have learned that when I was a kid growing up. My parents had a wax figure of Humphrey Bogart, and that was terrifying to me, and I'm not even a dog. I'm like at least twice as smart as a dog, and that scared the shit out of me. So obviously this wasn't going to work. So I tried another approach. What if Keanu Reeves fed the dogs? They'd be like, oh, Keanu Reeves provides for us. He feeds us. When we see Keanu Reeves, we know we're about to get fed. It didn't work, but I thought I was making progress. Obviously that plan didn't work either, but I had one more trick up my sleeve, a Hail Mary. What if Keanu Reeves could indicate that a treat was coming? So I put a treat to Keanu Reeves' hand, and maybe they'd go get the treat from him, because my dogs love treats. I figured, if they get a treat from Keanu, maybe they'd warm up to the idea of him being there, or maybe even better, they'd recognize it's not a real person, it's not a real entity. Or maybe it is, maybe it's a haunted cardboard cutout, I don't really know yet, maybe they're seeing something I don't, but up until this point, I didn't even consider that theory. All I wanted to do was make sure that they could feel safe with Keanu Reeves in the house. This plan didn't work either. Tetra, look, Mr. Reeves has a treat for you. Come on, Tetra. Treat. Eventually I gave up, and now I just keep Keanu Reeves right here next to the food bowl like a shrine of treats. I've sprinkled a lot of treats around him and hoping that they're going to go get the treats. It hasn't worked, so I'm probably just going to abandon that plan as well. I think I'm going to have to hide Keanu Reeves from the dogs, so that way they're not afraid of him. I don't like my dogs being afraid, and I tried my best to let them know that Keanu was not there to do them harm. But it's a little surprising. Keanu Reeves is a really good dog guy. I would think that dogs would resonate well with his vibes, but it clearly isn't the case with my dogs. That's it. So yeah.